Hey, what's up? Just want to talk a little bit about college football. My team is the Oklahoma Sooners, and yes, I know we blew it against BYU, but I just need to say something first. I freaking hate Mark May from ESPN. That dude is such a freaking faggot. All he does is talk shit about the Big 12. He hates Oklahoma, and I don't know, maybe some OU fan beat the crap out of him when he was little. I don't know. That dude hates Oklahoma with a passion. Like every chance he gets, he rips on them. But that's cool. His team's the Pittsburgh Panthers, so like he ain't got anything to brag about. But yeah, we lost to BYU. That sucked. But that's what happens. You lose a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback. It's tough to overcome that. Landry, barely played. If any. You know, so shit happens. Defense played pretty good in that game. I think, you know, up till about 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, they had only scored 7 points, and we kind of had a brain fart at the very end, and that freaking sucked, giving up that touchdown in the back of the end zone. But even then, there was still 3 minutes on the clock. And I just, we was winning 10-7, 10-7 at halftime, 13-7 all to the very end, and I know BYU kept it close either way. We wasn't exactly running away with it when Bradford was in there, but that was the first half. You can't tell me Bradford doesn't come out, you know, gain some composure, make some better decisions. You know, Landry Jones, he played all right. What was he? You know, 6 or 12, 50 some yards. Bradford's playing better than that in the second half. Bradford's been around for a couple years. He knows how to make adjustments. He knows, he sees things. You can't tell me that, oh, he's not good for at least one touchdown in the second half. Win that game. But it is what it is. We lost. Everybody has injuries. Everybody loses games due to injuries. It's not an excuse. It's football. I understand. But one good thing I will say is that if you're gonna lose a game, the first one's a pretty good place to start. You know, you lose your first game of the year, then the only place you can go is up, or in the rankings. So, and it was against a ranked team, and BYU's playing pretty good. Well, they just got blown up by Florida State, but that. So, and Boise State's already behind us. Oklahoma State got beat. USC's got beat by Washington. So everybody's gonna lose a game. Trust me. Florida's not invincible. Florida is not invincible. You know, they have to remember they have to go to LSU. So, and that game is not going to be easy. And the way they played against Tennessee this week, you know, I know Tim Tebow's a freaking hoss and all that. Everybody thinks he's, you know, blue and orange Jesus, but everybody will lose a game this year. It's so hard to go undefeated, especially, Florida's in the SEC. You know, they haven't played that marquee big time game yet. Tennessee, okay, but that's Tennessee. They wasn't playing nobody ranked. They haven't played anybody yet to speak of. Wait until they play, down in Louisiana, a, a big night. And if they somehow win that game next week, I don't know who they play. But if it's somebody decent, shit happens, man. They lost against Ole Miss at home last year. You know, it's very hard to show up every single week. Patriots, what, a year or two ago, 18-0, big game after big game after big game. Last game of the year, Giants won them all. It doesn't matter how good you are. The Patriots look unstoppable. Unless you're from New York, even in New York, I doubt anybody picked the Giants to beat the Patriots in that Super Bowl. Which I know I'm getting off track here, but it just proves that everybody's beatable. I will say this: as disappointed as I was about OU losing to BYU, I'm excited about their defense. I know the game after that, Idaho State, 64-0, no big deal. But Tulsa. We just beat Tulsa, which has led the NCAA in offense the last 2 years, not in scoring but in offense. But they're still averaging in the mid to high 40s in scoring. Even this year, they've been scoring like crazy. We held them to 0 points. I mean, I know it's Tulsa, but 0 points. I don't care who you are, or how good of a defense you are. Usually going to give up something, especially against a high-powered offense. But shut them down. I mean, they didn't. I mean, it was ridiculous. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. And, you know, I'm not as nervous about this Miami game coming up in a couple weeks as I probably should be. I don't know. I think that Miami, we are going to be the fourth of four ranked opponents they have to play in a row. It's kind of, it's going to be hard, it's going to be tough. I know it's in Miami, and that's scary. But, they've been, I would be surprised if they lose to Virginia Tech this week. They've been coming off big time games and just like playing some emotional games. Spending a lot of energy. Now they got to go to Virginia Tech. Tell you what, I don't want to speculate. I don't like making predictions, but probably gonna lose it. But you know what? I hope they win because then they'll be ranked probably maybe a little bit higher, and maybe they'll expend a little more energy. And my hope is they're so expended or they're so tired by the time they get to play OU. Not just physically but emotionally, that we sneak up on them and sneak out there with a win. I don't expect that to be an easy game by no means, but I think our offensive lines come together. I think that Landry Jones, if Bradford's not ready to go, I think Landry Jones is making better decisions. He's getting better, and our freaking receivers got to start catching the ball. They're dropping way too many footballs. But I don't know. This year's kind of weird. Bradford going down, Jermaine's out for the year. It's tough. But we lost the first game, and hopefully we can win the rest of them. And tell you what, Texas better watch out too. You know, you never know what's gonna happen on a week-to-week basis, but they ain't look too sharp. Wyoming, all the teams, man, they're like, they're not looking that good. And they don't have a Rocco no more, and I ain't seen nobody else get to the quarterback. So, but I guess that's it for now. See what happens in a couple weeks.